I'll definitely try to keep it short and precise for you, so that like you do not feel bored at all. First of all, happy Saturday. Like why I'm wishing happy Saturdays because it's like important for us. Like Saturday is like start of the weekend for us, so like it's feel good, right? So happy Saturday and happy Teachers Day. So I know you must have wished to your respective teachers today. So like okay, maybe okay, let's start with a quick question. Like, do anyone know detail of Teachers? Um, like why we celebrate Teachers Day, by the way? Anyone? Yeah, I'm assuming you can hear me, right? Just want to confirm, like the audio is clear, right?
Yes, Nishant, your voice is completely audible. You can
All
continue.
right. Sounds good. Sounds good. I was just like wondering. Let's start with because we have like it is Teachers Day today. Like let's start with something on the Teachers Day so that like it's bigger, like it brings some interest in the students and all that stuff. So, how many of you know about like the details of Teachers Day, like why we celebrate that? Any idea? Anyone can share. Okay, great. As you can see, it's from Krishna in the chat window. Yep, that's right. That's great. Yep. All right. So, well, let's come to the topic for this webinar. So let me introduce myself. Although Jenny did a great job in like introducing like about myself, but maybe I can just take a minute to share something about myself. So. I'm Nishan Sharma, and I'm working for an IT industry from last 9 years. I have started my career as a lecturer in one of the college in engineering college, and but I don't think I was meant for that. So it's better to be a bad engineer than bad teacher, right? So I just thought of like shifting the gear and going to the IT industry. So I started my career with a startup company that's called Trackbin Technology, and I continued there for like almost 6+ years, I believe. Yeah, and it was indeed a great journey to like to continue with like my previous company. I have learned a lot because when it comes to the startup, it's not a specific role you need like you are playing. You are into multiple things at the same time, right? So that's how it goes in the startup. So I started my career with Salesforce.com. So Salesforce.com is like one of the CRM based application. It's a customer relationship management based application, and it has got like diversified like solutions for multiple industries. That's all about Salesforce.com. I mean, I won't go into the detail of the Salesforce.com right now because that will actually divert us from the our original discussion. So as I said, like I'll just try to keep it short and precise for you guys so that you do not feel poor at all. Um, the so I do not have any PPT prepared as of now because I really didn't get time to like prepare a specific like presentation to show you guys like better way of like presenting different job profiles and the roles. But maybe I'll try my best to make you guys visualize what I'm talking about so that it's easy for you guys to relate things. All right. So the I just a couple of things in my plate to talk about. Like the first thing which I feel I should talk about is the like what are different job profiles we have in IT industries. Like for like once we are pass out from the colleges, like what are different job profiles we should start thinking about and do some like which path I should take, so all those stuff. So In terms of job profiles, like so generally people get confused between the roles and the job profile. I would like to first clarify between these two things. Job profile is the key of what your work is all about, right? And the roles will vary from organization to organization. For example, if I say my job profile is developer, that doesn't mean my role is developer. My role could be I could be a senior developer, I could be technical architect, I could be solution engineer kind of stuff, right? So the latter part, what I say, technical architect, developer, senior developer, solution engineer, these are our roles, which will vary from organization to organization. So you cannot really tell like, okay, we have just this set of roles across the world. That's really hard to define. However, when it comes to the job profile, that's purely about the work what we do. So I will rather speak on the job profile and not on the role. Okay, just so you are clear. Um, so I just took example of I just took example from my company so that it's easy for you guys to catch up. So I just started my career as a developer and I started engaging with other team members from the team and all those stuff. So probably when it comes to the job profiles, there are like I just categorized into three things. First one, BA, business analyst. Okay. Second one, the developer who implement the things, and the third one is a QA, is the quality analyst, right? I'll just focus on these three things for now, okay? Because those are the three high level things that you should primarily know about, like what these three job profiles are all about. Let's start with business analyst, okay? Business analyst is the one who uh, actually understand the business, the the raw requirement from the customers, and like try put himself or herself into the client shoe and try to see what is their key problem, what is what they're looking for, and what solution we can provide them really. So actually I'll hold up on the solutioning part, but the first two, BA, just think in a way that, okay, this is what client work is all about. Let's say, for example, let's say client is someone from the mining industry, right? So their core challenge is they have no idea like where their equipments are being utilized, what is happening on the different on their different sites. So in order to catch up that, they definitely need a integrated system where they can catch up all the informations, right? So BA's role is to make sure that they catch up things from the customer, they understand their pain, and try to draft the requirements that can be passed to the development team as well as the QA team. So far, assuming yes, and of course we will have questions and answers at the end of this topic. Feel free to share any if there is any question or anything sort of that you have in between in the chat window, and I can probably address it right from there. The next one that comes out in the list is the development profile. Now, development, like developer is all responsible for um, solutioning the requirement and developing it, implementing it, uh, certain performing a unit testing on its own level kind of stuff. So I just would like to clarify here two things. I just highlighted two words: solutioning and implementing. Uh, why I'm highlighting this two portion is because just want to make sure you understand the importance of roles here. Solutioning is actually done by the technical architect who knows the platform very well, right? They know what will suit to match client's requirement. So that's what is actually did like that's what technical architect do to solution it. They basically they architect the entire solution and just pass it to their team so that they can build it then. However, the domain is same, the job profile is same. They are into the developer, right? Technical architect just architect these solutions and they just pass it to their team so that they can build it. Now, well, I'm the technical architect, so that's my job, like to make sure that I do a solutioning for customer and like I pass that to my team so that they can build it for them. So that's my profile. Now, at the same time, you must have heard about, or probably I'm not sure. That's generally comes out in the development model. You must have heard about the V model, right? Um, so V model says like the implementation and the QA, the like verifying the implementation should run in parallel. I believe in that model actually. So BA passes the requirement to development team as well as the QA team, right? And like they just start implementing the developer start implementing things their own. However, at the same time, QA make sure they understand the requirement and start preparing for the testing in parallel. So as far as the development, as far as the development is continuing, they can do the testing in parallel, kind of thing. So I'll actually not divert the topic, but I'll come to the next point. That is, what is QA profile all about? QA are responsible for like making sure that whatever is being built by um, the development team is it's well developed and there is no issues in that. They just make sure that the quality of delivery is up to the mark. They try to make sure that they catch up all different use cases, even the corner cases, through their test scripts and make sure what development team has built isn't breaking, so that it's less manufacturing for the client to utilize this application, right? So profile is all about making sure that the things what has been developed by the development team is all good, right? Actually, the QA doesn't really care about that doesn't really care about how the development team has actually built it, because it's not important for them to know how they have built it. What is important for them is to make sure that the things what is being built is important. Now, many of you must be thinking like, okay, which job profile I should look for. Now, first let me clarify one thing. None of this profile is like have like is in like one is more important or other is less important. There is nothing like that. All the job profile have their own and equal importance, right? So generally students and like people have perception that they think that developer profile is more demanding than the other two. That's not true at all. I just would like to clarify it. That's not true at all. Each and every job profile have its own importance, right? Now, coming to which job profile you should think about. Now, it's very simple. It's based on your interest, like how basically you look yourself in terms of choosing the profile. So let's say many of you must be doing um, you must be doing kind of coding from your college days, right? So you're pretty sure that you are actually going to be in the in the development line. However, you think that maybe I don't think I don't think I'm really interested in the coding portion, the development portion. However, I feel I can understand the customer more better, and I can just put their concern, put their challenges into like a well-drafted manner, and I can just provide a well better solution to them. So that's BA that you can think about. Third one is the QA. If you think that you are just like you're well, you're really good in capturing and like maintaining the deliverables quality that delivered to the customer, that you think you are best to capture such things at in a sharp eyes. That's all about QA, right? So that's all about the job profiles. I just want to capture the precise level. The next thing uh, the next thing I have in my list is like, okay, we talked about the job profiles. What's next? Like how you are going to place yourself in the market, right? So you are doing a great job in terms of like learning, delivering things, and all those stuffs. But how would you how would you going to place yourself in the market after you get pass out from the college? So um, definitely, yeah, when you like whatever you learn in college is basically not enough. When you start working in the IT industry, I mean, obviously that's a platform that you cannot skip at all. That's not you cannot skip at all. However, when you start working for an IT industry, that whatever has been learned so far is not enough, and you definitely start learning beyond it. So and when I'm saying that, what I really mean by that is like you started learning the culture, you started learning a specific language, you started learning a specific platform. It's kind of that. So when I started my journey, I started with Salesforce.com, and for the first 1 year and 2 year, I think I felt that I'm doing great, and I'm learning a lot from the things. However, that was just between me and my organization, no one else knowing about it, right? How would I make sure that how can I make a noise so that market the other people outside the organization know as well? That's where the star mark in your profile plays an important role. I'm actually talking about the certification. So sorry to keep it keep it secret, but I'm actually talking about certification. So why certification is really important. So after you choose your job profile, it is really important that you get yourself certified in certain areas so that people know about you. Um, I mean, if you are doing great in certain things, well, that's perfectly great. However, if you want to place yourself, I mean, if you want to place yourself outside of the crowd, you definitely need some add-ons which is added to your profile to to make sure that people identify you, people look at you and see like, okay. Okay, this guy is like X certified person. This guy is X like Y certified person. It's really important that you uh, do certain certifications and add to your profile, right? Of course, I'm not saying certification is the only key. Your talent comes at the top, right? Um, If you are not certified, that doesn't mean you won't get the job. That's not what I mean. What I mean by that is if you have a talent, you can just put it anywhere. That's the key. However, just to get an add-on to make sure you are placing yourself in the market or like outside of crowd, just get yourself certified. So that's the key of this discussion. So with that being said, so I'm just closing the discussion now. We are like one recommendation I have for you guys is like make sure that like before you get pass out from your college, you should be very clear about what you are going to opt for after you're like after you get pass out from your college. Um, just make sure that you choose your profile right, and make sure that you are very clear when you're like when you get pass out, because one challenge what I generally see with the students is like they are not sure people like, generally are not even sure that which profile they are going to opt for after getting pass out. So um, that's the one suggestion I would like to make for you guys, that please be clear about uh, what you're going to do after you're passing the college. As I said, I'll keep it precise. So I'll pause now here. I'll let you guys digest whatever I said and react to it. If there is any question, feel free to shoot. And maybe you can share your question in the chat window as well if you think if you have any audience. Um, yeah, so one question is from Sanjay Naresh Mitricha. Any good certification suggestion in JavaScript tech stack? Yeah, definitely there are set of certifications available in market for like specific to JavaScript and all those stuffs. So like if I just talk about the Salesforce platform, which I'm working on, Salesforce recently introduced new certifications which is specific to JavaScript. So like it says Salesforce certified JavaScript developer. So that doesn't mean there is a like any it's good or bad. It's just about the certification will vary from platform to platform. So um, I won't say there is any good certification. I can't really suggest in terms of like, okay, this one you should go. However, there are definitely, certifications will vary from platform to platform. But yes, there are certifications available in the market for the JavaScript. So like maybe if I say in this way, Salesforce has its own, and then like if you go to the um, like platform where you're building applications with the like Node.js or like Java-based applications kind of things. Like it will have a set of different JavaScript um, certifications. I mean, few vendors even gives you this certification which are really more specific to the certain framework. Like must have heard about the Node.js. You must have heard about the Angular. So all those stuff. So Again, this will vary from even the framework to framework. But to answer your questions, yes, there are certifications. In terms of suggestions, it depends on you, like which path you are taking. Actually, I hope that answers your question. All right. So if there's no more questions, then I think we are we're good to wrap up. But yes, as I say, like I mean, as I suggested, like please make sure that you guys make out that you decide, make a decision that which profile you would like to opt for, like after pass out from the college. It's really important. Um, yeah. Okay. So another message from Sanjay Naresh Mitraja. Your introduction. Okay. Yeah. Myself Nishant, and I'm working on Salesforce platform from last 9 years, and currently I'm working as a technical architect in an organization called V2 Force. I'm currently operating from Udaipur in Rajasthan. So we have office established here in Udaipur, and we have offices in Bangalore and Mumbai in India, as well as we have offices in US in Santa Clara, as well as in Chicago. So that's a basic introduction. And maybe you can like go through my LinkedIn profile that will get you more detail.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Hi, Nishant. So this is Atif Mehman.
Hi, Dave.
Firstly, a very good morning. We've understood a lot. Thank you for the explanation. I just want to discuss one thing in shortly. That let's assume that we are pursuing for web development profile. Okay. Now
Okay,
there must be multiple certifications available on the web and in the font. So how to pick one, or how will we get to know that this is the one certificate which we should be applying for first and which should not be? मतलब बहुत सारे हो कि तो उनमें से pick कैसे करें? Any suggestion?
got it. Yeah, I understood your question. So let me take example here. So let me take example of the platform I'm working on, Salesforce.com. So again, in Salesforce, there are like variety of like certifications available. So like the same challenge even I faced, and so I can pretty much relate. Like, okay, which certification I should really opt for? So Salesforce actually did a great job in categorizing the certifications into categorizing the certifications by the job profiles actually. So they have categorized the certifications for the BA role. They categorized it for QA, or actually like there are pretty much common certifications available for BA and QA, as well as there are a few certifications available for developers. So when it comes to so if when you're sure that you are going to be in a like development path, obviously if I take example of Salesforce again, there are like set of certification which says like, okay, Salesforce certified platform developer 1, and then there is a Salesforce certified platform developer 2. These are the basic certifications for the developer. However, when it comes to the BA and QA part, there are certifications which says like Salesforce certified administrator, like Salesforce certified administrator, Salesforce certified advanced administrators kind of stuff, right? So that is purely about like BA and QA role. let me take let me shift the Salesforce for time being. You must have come to know about Java certification. So like again in the Java certifications, like you must have heard about like as the Sun certified, the Oracle certified. So those are all certifications like I mean, so you said like if you are purely into the development, the Java and like into the Java development platform, you can just opt for the Java certifications in your path. I mean that doesn't I mean because if you are into a certain path, that doesn't mean like that doesn't looks good if you like really opt for any other certification which is completely off track, because that's not going to add a value really to your original path, right? To ask your questions, try to categorize them, and try to put it to a hierarchy. So when I say hierarchy, um, as I said, like platform developer one, this is one certification we have in Salesforce. Platform developer two, that's another which comes after one, and then there is a called solution and web, like, and then there are some specialist exams available in the Salesforce platform that you can target next, and then there is some architect rules exams which you can target after that, right? So when it comes to the certification, keep two things in mind. One, try to categorize it, right? Categorize it in terms of whether it's falling under your path or no. That's number one. Number two, try to put it to hierarchy. What I mean by hierarchy is try to understand which one I should really go for first, then the second, right? You cannot just go hit the top top stair directly. You cannot really jump to that. You have to go one by one. So just keep these two things in your mind: categorization as well as hierarchy. That will solve your problem. Does it answer your question?
Sure. Categorization and hierarchy. Noted down. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Yep. Sure. All right. Um, any other question? All right, cool. So let's give it again. Feel free to reach out if you have any question anytime. Feel free to reach out to me via my LinkedIn profile. I'm available on LinkedIn pretty much. And yeah, let me know if there is any question. All right. Yeah, I would like to. Yeah, Jenny, over to you.
Yes, Nishant. The students, anyone having any questions or queries you would like to ask, you would like to put forward to him? Nobody? Take him.
Yep, and just want to tell one thing. It's pretty natural that questions may not hit you right now, and this is pretty natural. So if at any point you feel that you have question, feel free to reach out.
Nobody? I don't think anyone is having any questions right now.
All right.
Okay. Nishant, if you could share your placement experience.
You mean my how my career? Is that what your question is?
Yes, yes.
Sure. Yeah. So I started my career as a lecturer actually. So I after I passed out from my college, I thought I'm good in teaching people. So I thought let's join as a lecturer. So I started my career as a lecturer, but I don't think I really did a good job in like teaching folks. Although I'm training. I'm doing training for the guys here in IT industry. I have um, like trained multiple batches here around 9, 10 batches, I believe. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing, but that's not what I'm trying to relate. But I started my career as a lecturer, but then I thought of moving into the IT industry. I thought let's not I'm because I was not feeling like doing the stuff. So I was lacking the I was totally into the coding portion, and I was not able to utilize my all skill set. So I thought okay, let's move on, and then I moved to Bangalore, and I started with one of the startup company, and it was just like we just had 10 people when we started, and the organization was completely working on Salesforce platform. So I started with them, and then gradually with time, it started doing well, and we then became a family of 100 plus in 5 years. So it was definitely a great journey, to um, with my previous company, which was startup. And one thing I would like to tell you guys is do not fear of joining startup, because when you join startup, you place yourself into the multiple roles, multiple jobs. Being a developer, I do QA. Being a developer, I do the business analyst role as well. That's how I have built myself. So do not fear of putting your feet into the multiple job profiles. So no, never mind. But yeah, that's what I started with, and then due to certain situations and certain time demands, I needed to shift myself into my native place, and I joined my current organization, and I had a really good relationship with them. We thought of starting a new office here in Udaipur, and that's where I'm operating from now. So um, right now I'm operating from Udaipur, and I'm still continuing on the same platform. That's Salesforce.com. So this is my second organization who we are working with.
Good to hear. Good to hear your journey, Nishant. It was great to have you on this online platform. Thank you so much for briefing the students. In case I would request you to drop your email ID. If anyone has any queries, they can directly get in touch with you.
Sure. Yeah. Let me drop that.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. Take care. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.